Namaste, and thank you for sitting with me 100% for this exploration and invitation, because I do have an invitation for you, about meditation and detachment. Sometimes in our transitions in life, we need to let go, the process of let go. And for some reason, we have hard time letting go of things that we care for, or that we feel that if we don't have them, we will be destroyed or unhappy. So the process of attachment is really, we cannot go against it, but we can play smart by understanding how this happens. Creation is a whole entire being that is attached to each other. Like attachment is that magnetic force that happens between the cells in the body. Without that, it won't be cells specialized in something. The liver won't be liver, the legs won't be legs, the muscles won't be muscles, and so on. Everything is so magnetically attached to each other, and not only attached to each other, but in every frame of a second, even mini second, it dissolves and attach again. It dissolves and attach again. It gives us the illusion that the concrete or the matter is solid. Scientists have started proving that, and see that how fascinating it can be, that in every second we are a different being, and that we are ensembling and dissembling all the time. So the forces of that gravity of attachment we cannot go against, but we can understand how we are attached and why we are attached. So let's explore this. Number one, the attachment happens when you give it a value, an emotional value of something. If you are attached to your job, you're giving the value that without your job, you will be unhappy, or that you won't be able to eat, or that you will be deprived of something. So you start cleaning on it and be needy about it, and you will sacrifice everything to keep it. Same thing in relationships. You start thinking that without the other person you will be unhappy, and therefore you start doing anything that is required in your mind to keep that other person. You start pleasing more than is needed, you start bending yourself, and eventually losing yourself. So that identification definitely is not healthy, especially when we are attaching ourselves to a very core beliefs that make us think that we are, number one, safe, and that we are in comfort in that space, right? That if we break that, then we will be embarrassed or ashamed, or people won't like us. You know, for example, if I have a belief that if I show my affection and I am sensitive and present and sensitive, I will be hurt, so I won't do that. And I get attached to that sense of false protection, and we will do anything possible for that not to happen. Right? So that is one kind of attachment. But when that perception starts to change, then the whole entire chakra system start looking and reassembling itself differently, and start to look for new avenues, then to what I should be attached, to what should be my inspirations, to what I should have my true healthy attachment. So, well, there are a few things first to get there. One is to know what is it that you are limited. What are the attachments that are limiting you? What are these belief system and core belief systems that is holding you back? And I think we have explored this all the first semester of the year. So by now I am hoping that you have a vague idea of how you play out your control and your cleaning on things. The second one is to reprogram yourself. And it's in here where I want to invite you. Because in this part of the semester, from September to December, I'm opening a space for reprogramming the first 3 chakras. We'll be going very, very deep into each of them with very specific practices and tools that it will start to re-ensemble you into a more unlimited way and to a more mature way. The first month we are dedicated it to know the dynamics of attachment and detachment, where it comes from, how it's in the structure of being, what really is the science of attachment and detachment, how it happens. That is in September. Actually, we start September 6th. Don't forget that day. And then we start going more into the physical body and to the etheric body. September, October, and October will reaffirm that with focusing in reprogramming the first chakra, because that is the foundation and stabilization of any change. If you're not secure in there, you won't change. So we'll explore that in conjunction with other dynamics of detachments, with ancestors, and so on. The November will be reprogramming, giving you tools and reprogramming your second chakra. So as we know, the second chakra is that center of creativity, or better say, it replicates things over and over. And we want to make sure that we understand and direct that flow of prana constructively. And finally, in the month of December, we end up in the seat of power and in the seat of celebration. We'll reprogram the navel center. So this, with the vision and the cooperation of your willingness, I assure you that it's a very powerful, interesting, and grounding practices that anyone can do, because I have designed it in a way that any beginners can grow with it. So yes, there are certain breathontology practices that are simple but very, very effective for any level and any age. Our program starts September 6th and it runs until December 14th. It's going to be until that date, and it's a weekly meeting online, and it's at 6 p.m. East time. So thank you again, and I see you in our first class. Namaste and keep well for now.